Kris Jenner and Jada Smith went from friends to enemies, and they've been engaged in family rivalry for a few years now. Their clans even unfollowed each other on Instagram. But why did two of the best-known matriarchs in Hollywood start a war? And what has this feud got to do with their family values? Both Jada and Kris have insanely famous families and their own popular shows. The women met through their kids. Jayden befriended Kylie, and the two families followed suit. This led to a really strong bond between these moms. They had holidays together and were very supportive of each other. Coincidentally, the two ladies even had a similar approach to naming their kids. Kris cemented the letter K in the names of their daughters, while Jada has Jayden and Willow is definitely her daddy's girl. Despite this, they've always had very conflicting views of parenting, and that's part of the reason Kris and Jada's relationship started to crumble. Jada Pinkett-Smith has always been a pretty unconventional mother and wife. In fact, the actress hated the idea of marriage. She admitted that her wedding day to Will Smith was totally miserable and filled with tears.
I cried that whole night. I never wanted to be married.
Jada is all about freedom, and the idea of being dependent on a man made her feel restricted. Kris, on the other hand, was totally pro-marriage, and she proved it twice. She'd always dreamed of a traditional family.
My whole life, all I wanted to do was have kids and a family and the white picket fence and the whole thing, since I'm 14 years old.
But as for Pinkett-Smith, she saw her dream future very differently. When Jada got a huge 256-acre house from Will as a gift, she felt trapped in a golden cage. She compromised with one important condition. The house would become a place to raise free kids who accept all beliefs and practices. She got her wish, but the internet didn't like it. Because when it comes to parenting, Jada has been accused of making bad choices and giving her kids way too much liberty. At 15, her son Jayden asked for an emancipation to move out with complete legal freedom, and the Smiths praised their son for wanting to take control of his life.
I was like, he's right.
Yeah.
The time is now. He's 15. It's time for him to leave the house.
As for Kris, she still keeps her grown daughters as close as possible. Kim and Kanye even lived with her for a while after their first daughter was born. Kris constantly tries to dictate her girls' personal lives. She made Khloe take back an ex that cheated on her and repeatedly pressures Kendall to have a baby.
Maybe it's time to, have a baby.
But guess what, Mom?
What?
It's my life, okay?
Really? Are you sure it's your life?
Kris has been branded a total control freak who leaves her children no privacy whatsoever. Jada is the opposite. She's been called out for her laid-back parenting. When her daughter Willow was 13, she posted a somewhat intimate pic to social media featuring a much older actor. But Jada defended her daughter.
You guys are projecting your trash onto it.
Jada wants her children to have different experiences in life before settling down. The actress once shared that she would definitely discourage Willow from getting married in her 20s. The Smith mom allows her kids to express themselves in every way possible, from Jayden wearing a skirt to Willow shaving her head, while the Kardashian matriarch is turning her family into each other's clones to keep up with the family brand. This includes her youngest daughter Kylie getting lip injections and fillers before she graduated from high school. Jenner has also come under fire for playing favorites in her family.
Whoever gives her the most percentage rights at the moment are
No,
her favorite.
that's not true.
As for Jada, her kids are paying the price for her excessively liberal parenting. Some media outlets have called Willow and Jayden nuclear narcissists because the Smith children aren't held accountable or punished. The way that we deal with our kids is they are responsible for their lives. Our concept is, as young as possible, give them as much control over their lives as possible. While Jada's parenting seems to have zero boundaries, Kris is the opposite. For this momager, strict limits and money are what make the world go round. In fact, Jenner's been accused of instigating and selling scandals to the media to keep her family relevant. But when Kris involved one of Jada's mentees in her brood's drama, Mrs. Smith had enough. Jada was outraged and decided to step in. 3 years ago, Kris's daughter Khloe blamed model Jordyn Woods for ruining her marriage and breaking up her family. Jordyn was caught kissing Khloe's husband, Tristan Thompson, at a party. The accusations shocked the world because Woods was almost one of the Kardashians as Kylie's BFF. She even lived in the family's guest house. Jayden denied the claims, but the Kardashians weren't interested. The clan cut the model from their lives and called her out on their show and on social media. Jayden was branded a homewrecker and a liar. Eventually, she couldn't take it anymore. Woods just wanted someone to listen to her side of the story, and she found an audience in her lifelong friend and mentor, Jada Pinkett-Smith. You see, the Smiths have a long history with Jayden. They've known the girl since she was born. So when Jayden asked Jada for help to set the record straight, she got the chance on Red Table Talk.
Never once was I giving him a lap dance, making out with him, sitting all over him.
Jayden admitted that she and Tristan kissed, but that it went no further. The model was so determined to prove her innocence that she willingly underwent a lie detector test.
Did you have sexual intercourse with Tristan Thompson?
No.
You definitely passed, and I believe you're being truthful on the test.
The Kardashians strongly disagree. It brought up a theory that the entire incident was a PR stunt, and it's easy to understand why. Momager Kris has been accused of this type of tactic in the past. The devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder. She has Jayden trending #1. This idea got even more popular when critics found out that Kris already knew about the interview, but she didn't warn her daughter. Haters were furious at Kris, and so was Khloe.
Wait, no, Jada called you when?
She texted me when she landed last night.
Jada wasn't happy about the situation either. She admitted that Jayden's Red Table Talk was the hardest episode she'd ever done.
This has been difficult for 3 families, and it's been rough.
Despite this, Jada has been praised for standing with Jayden and allowing the model to tell her story. Kris Jenner works hard, but Jada Pinkett-Smith be damned if somebody drags family out for the sake of a reality show and drama. The feud has done more than break Kris and Jada's relationship and divide public opinions about these women. It hurt a lot of people. Thankfully, one friendship remains. Kylie and Jayden are still very close, despite everything. But it does leave the question of who handled this messy situation better, and who is a better parent? Do you support Kris or Jada?